Guys, Attila from the third card. So this one is just about some sort of problem that I see quite a bit when homeowners and professional painters, they have a mindset of focusing more on aesthetics than durability. In this case, we've got a situation where under the eaves all the little gaps have been caulked and filled and everything. I mean, you can probably see it, you know, that everything is seamless, you know. There's no cracks, there's no gaps, everything has been caulked and filled. It's a pretty recent paint job. I don't know exactly when it happened, but the problem with this sort of method is that it doesn't allow moisture to evaporate, it doesn't allow for ventilation to get in, you know, under the eaves, between the eave boards and that sort of stuff. And you know, if there's a bit of a leak in the roof, then it will take a long time for that water to evaporate, and you know, we'll have a fair bit of time to start rotting there, you know, and that's exactly what has happened here. I mean, I'm not exactly sure whether this happened before they started caulking, or it only started after they finished the caulking and you know, sort of closed everything off. But that's definitely something you don't want to be doing. You do not want to caulk gaps under the eaves, because there's no functional purpose to it, you know. There's no water can't get in there, it can only get out. That's how gravity works. You don't want to be, you should only be caulking, filling gaps where moisture can actually get in, or you know, animals or whatever. But I mean, you know, don't get so fussy about, you know, aesthetics of, you know, trying to cover all the gaps and cracks and whatever. I mean, have a look at that. All of that is caulk there in between there. I mean, there's no need to do that. Yeah. And I can guarantee that a lot of that paint is peeling too, because, you know, there's probably been no scraping and whatever. So what happens is, you know, you probably focus so much on aesthetics but you lose sight of the main purpose of a paint job, which is durability and making things last. And a lot of times those two things are working against each other, just like in this case, you know. So you're much better off leaving those gaps open, allowing a bit of ventilation under there, just in case some moisture gets in through the roof tiles and whatever, and allow it to evaporate much quicker. And I mean, here, you know, there might even be some structural rot in the actual roof structure itself. I mean, I'm not opening it all up on the inside, but only just here on just above the eave boards here, replacing a few of them. But you know, you certainly don't. You want to allow ventilation, right? The only time, you know, I suggest you fill gaps and cracks is where you actually want to protect moisture from getting in, right? So that's what it is. Hope this was helpful. Good luck and have a good day. Follow on from this previous video about, you know, caulking under the eaves and whether you should or shouldn't do it. Now, I'm on the same job, just removing some more rotted sort of eave sections, and right here you can see that tile there in the corner is completely broken in half. So that's one of the areas where the water would have been coming in and making the timber rot. And so this pretty much just demonstrates why you shouldn't be caulking under the eaves, because if that had been sort of left, some gaps would have been left open, then at the very least it would have been visible over time that sort of streaks were coming down and water was getting in through there somewhere, and you know, they would have been able to find that broken tile. But now, you know, a fair bit of repairs have to be done as a result of not being able to see beforehand. And also, I mean, if it had been more opened, it may have had a chance to sort of dry out better and not start rotting even before they had sort of realised that this was happening. But anyway, so hope this is helpful. Have a good one. See ya.